I wanted to talk today about what the difference is between a regular sort of lower priced wooden track and Brio wooden track. If you've got a sort of child, boy or a girl, who likes playing with these wooden train tracks, you've probably got to the point where you're sort of thinking, oh, I want some more, or might buy some additional bits, or might get someone to buy some for them or whatever. And you're wondering what the difference is between the two. Well, here I'm going to demonstrate the difference with just a piece of short curved track like this. This is the original stuff. Sorry, this isn't the original stuff. This is actually Morrison. So this comparison is only being done against Morrison's. I can't comment on sort of, I think, is it called big jigs or something like that, and various other types. But I'll show you the main differences now. Right, firstly, the structure in general, the pieces of wood they use are poorly cut and just generally look a bit sort of rough around the edges, as you can see on here. It looks nearly as bad as my bitten fingers. But yeah, you can see there that it's just not very well finished at all. And you know, whether that matters or not really depends on your end game, and I'll go back to that in a second. So that's the first thing. The second thing, and there's three things in total, so stay tuned. The second thing is that they use these rather than one sort of continuous piece of wood with it cut into the wood, and I'll show you the Brio piece in a moment. So as you can see here, we've had to stuff some super glue into here and re-glue it because it came out, and these just pop out, and they're rubbish. I mean, they're just weak with the basic kind of yanking around that a train track gets with a 2 or 3-year-old playing with it. It's just a weak spot. It's just a poor design, this. I mean, Brio does use those as well on certain pieces where required, but in general, they don't. And I'm going to go move on to the Brio piece here quickly, and the first thing you notice is the finish on the wood is much better. I mean, it's like just loads nicer. The fact that each piece is kind of hallmarked or with the actual sort of Brio name there is reassuring, but totally unnecessary. But this is the difference, you see. They have an actual piece cut out of the wood here as the connecting point. So, you know, if that breaks, fine, but it's pretty tough. It's unlikely to break. So it's just a lot stronger because of that. So yeah, you get a nicer finish. They smell really good as well. When you get them out of the box, they smell really nice. Probably not important to most people. But the main point, and this is what made me make the video actually, is if you look at the gauge, I'll call it the gauge. I don't really know about trains, but I'm going to call it the gauge. So this is the width between this point and this point. And if you compare the two on the two pieces of track, I'm going to just put these two side by side. How can I get it? I'll tell you what, I'll do it like this. I'll connect them up. You'll see that the non-Brio one is wider. Can you see that? Is that clear or not? Let me try it the other way around. Yeah, it's a bit clearer like that, isn't it? So there, we've got our join point there, and you can see that it's probably at least 1 to 2 mil wider. And that's a problem, because if you have a train like this, and this is James. Of course you know it's James. If you're watching this video, of course you know it's James. James actually, between the wheels here, has guide points. So here and here and here, sorry about the focus, and here, they're kind of guide points, and they fit between the gauge of the track. I can't really demonstrate this too well. But that, let me shine it in to get it into the light, that width there is designed to go between the track. So the problem when James comes up to this bit is he just doesn't fit into it. If I put him on here, I'm trying to get the good way to show this to you. That's not bad actually, if I can get some more light on that. Not really. see, you can see what I mean though. See the bits of metal there? They simply don't fit down the track. So he gets to that and it just stops. I mean, it makes it completely useless. So we've kind of, as a result of getting a couple of these motorized ones, see this here? We've got a really nice fit down the middle. Yeah, it's really hard to demonstrate that. We've got it, you see, it's a good fit down the middle there, perfect gap either side. It's made to do the job. And he runs perfectly happily along BRIO track. Use this stuff, and he doesn't. So again, this is Morrison's. I don't know about the other ones, but they are, I would say, the three things to watch out for. The main two things being the gauge of the track and whether they use these pooey sort of, I'm sure there's a word for what that's called, but I don't know what it is. Yeah. So yeah, BRIO's expensive. It's one of those things again, isn't it? Like we end up doing on a few of these videos. It's expensive, but you get what you pay for. Come on, James, you can see us off by driving across the table.